Hello and welcome back to another Warframe tip of the day. Today I'll be teaching you how to obtain Titania. Titania is your pixie Warframe. She has many special purposes that render her useful. She was first introduced with the Silver Grove quest, a very down-to-earth and beautiful quest you won't want to miss. So let's go over her 4 abilities first. Her number 1 is Spellbind. It is an area ability that has Titania sprinkle her fairy magic on the enemies, which enchants them to float up in the air and drop their weapons, rendering the enemies paralyzed to performing their actions. Allies within the enchanted area are immune to status effects. This ability costs 25 energy. It is based around duration and range. Her number 2 ability is Tribute. It is a target ability that is cast on the enemy that removes the soul of the enemy. Therefore, if Titania picks up the enemy's soul, she gains a random ability buff. Depending on the strength of her ability, the soul cipher can either kill the enemy or the enemy may survive. If the enemy survives, their damage is reduced. The 4 abilities gained by removing the soul of the enemy are as follows: Dust Aura, which reduces the accuracy of enemies; Thorns Aura, which reflects damage; Entangled Aura, which slows down enemy movement; and Full Moon Aura, which increases companion damage. Using Tribute, the player has to enter the enemy's soul to be able to use the ability. Tribute uses 50 energy and is built around strength, duration, and range. Her number 3 is Lantern. This ability picks up the enemy and floats them, turning them into a floating lantern. The floating enemy will attract other enemies to it, and then the lantern will explode. The ability can be deactivated by pressing it again, which will in turn explode the lantern also, killing or damaging nearby enemies. This ability uses 75 energy. Lantern uses strength, duration, and range. The 4th ability, and what Titania is most commonly known for, is Razor Wing. This ability shrinks Titania into a tiny pixie. She goes into an Archwing-like mode and releases razor flies to attack nearby enemies. She is still able to use her other abilities while in this mode, but she exchanges her 2 weapons to use her own. She uses the Dex Pixia, which are 2 dual pistols, and the Duata, which is a heavy sword. While in her Razor Wing ability, she gains a passive 50% evasion against enemy attacks, which is highly useful in certain situations. She is useful in using Razor Wing while fighting the Lephantis boss. This ability helps evade his attacks by a certain percentage. It is also useful during Maru's weekly sculpture mission. She makes the agility courses easier by flying to the target. The ability is useful in the plains of Eidolon. If the player doesn't have an Archwing created yet, her Razor Ring will help tremendously with traveling. Using her for your mastery rank test is also helpful. Her number 4 helps the mastery ranks that require agility. While Razor Wing is active, she commands little butterfly-looking drones to attack nearby enemies. Razor Wing uses 5 energy per second and is built around strength. To obtain Titania, you will need to complete the Silver Grove quest. Throughout the quest, Titania's blueprints will be rewarded with the ability to build her by the end of the quest. So we're going to start by doing this video guide in steps. So let's start with step 1, which is the requirements. You will need to unlock the Silver Grove quest. By doing so, you will need to complete the second Dream quest and become a Mastery Rank 7. Both can be accomplished by mastering Warframes and weapons. Doing so will build your Mastery rank. The second Dream quest is the continuation from the main quest line Stolen Dreams. Step 2. New Loka. Head into a relay and go to the New Loka Enclave. You'll need to head towards the concourse. You will head into the North Wing, then take a left to the West Wing. The New Loka Enclave will be the last room with its symbol on the door. Once inside, you will enter a very earthly room. Head over to Amarin, the leader. She will initiate the Silver Grove quest. Once you finish her dialogue, leave the relay, and once you're back on your ship, head to the Codex and access the new quest given to you, the Silver Grove quest. Step 3. The Nightfall Apothic and Titania Systems Blueprints. Upon starting the quest, you will be given the Nightfall Apothic blueprint. The blueprint will need various scans of different plants, morphics, and credits. It can be built for 500 credits, 2 morphics, 2 Dusklight Saracenas, 6 Moonlight Dragon Lilies, and 12 Sunlight Thrushcones. All plants can easily be obtained by watching my various videos on where to find these plants. Once you have all your components, head over to your foundry and build the blueprint. Once the blueprint is complete, equip the Nightfall Apothic in your gear section in your arsenal. You will then be prompted to go to the E-Prime on Earth, which will continue the story. At the end of the mission, you will receive Titania Systems blueprints and the next Apothic. Step 4. Twilight Apothic and Titania's chassis. Just like the Nightfall Apothic, you will need to search for components for the Twilight Apothic blueprint. This blueprint requires 500 credits, 2 morphics, 2 moonlight jade leaves, 6 ruxclaw, and 6 lunar pictures. The various plants can also be easily found by viewing my videos on where to find the plants. Once crafted in your foundry, equip the Twilight Apothic into your gear, and you will again be prompted to head over to E Prime on Earth. You will continue the storyline mission and then be rewarded Titania's chassis blueprint and the next Apothic blueprint. Step 5. Sunrise Apothic and Titania's neuroptic blueprint and Titania's blueprint. You will then be prompted to craft one final Apothic, the Sunlight Apothic. This Apothic will require 500 credits, 2 morphics, 2 sunlight jade leaves, 8 frost leaves, and 12 vestin moss. The various plans can easily be found by viewing my tip of the day videos on my channel. Head over to your foundry once more to build the Sunrise Apothic. Once built, equip it in your gear section in your arsenal. You will then be prompted once more to visit the shrine and continue the story. Once completed, you will then receive Titania's neuroptics blueprint. When you get back to your ship, you will receive Titania's blueprint through your inbox. Step 6. Building Titania. Now that you got all the pieces, let's head over to your foundry to build your new Warframe. The components for the blueprints are materials that can be easily obtained by playing various missions throughout the planets and alerts. And there you have it, another Warframe tip of the day. Please like and subscribe to support my channel.